How to get more patients to your clinic without referrals. No matter who you are, maybe you're a dentist, maybe a plastic surgeon, physiotherapist, whatever it is. This video is all about to help you understand the dynamics of getting patients without relying on referrals. My name is Artem, and I'm one of the partners in Dominante Digitale. We're a marketing agency based in Italy with more than 10 years of experience and more than 60 clients in our portfolio as of now. We work with all sorts of clients, plastic surgeons, dental, everything. This video is really about helping you guys go out there and understand how it works from an agency's perspective, from all our knowledge and experience. Before I go any further, I want to encourage you to actually share where you're based because right now I'm actually in Argentina. So I've got this wine, I've got this mate thing, and I really want to encourage the conversation because what these videos are all about is about building a community where we kind of can help you, but we cannot help you if you do not interact with us. So that's why it's so important that you leave some comments, ask questions, because it really will shape the way this video series is going to go. So make sure you drop those comments, ask questions, subscribe to the channel because this is the first video, but it's going to grow. Let's get started. The ways of getting more patients to your clinic I've got here are organized in a very specific order because it's very important to follow it for maximum results. The first thing that goes is the Google local search. You might be like, what the hell is Google local search, Artem? And this is what it is. Once you look for, say, in this case, I'm looking for dentist New York City, these are the map results that your potential patients, your clients see in these search results in Google. This is fundamental. Once you register that, you start accumulating reviews, you start posting their images, you start posting updates. You have to optimize your Google business profile. This is what this then is called in a very specific manner, which I'm totally not going to get into right now. But once you have it optimized, it can be so powerful that it can actually cover you up for patient flow right now and in the future. However, it's not so easy to make this. That's why I've got this comment to get the checklist invitation. So once again, to encourage the communication between us, I want you to comment in the comment section if you want the checklist, because I'll send you the checklist. So then you can use a checklist to outrank your competition. Even though registering this Google business profile is the first step, it's not so easy. It's not enough to make this thing work on its own. The second thing is Google organic search. What is Google organic search? What's the difference between Google local search? You already seen the results for places, for dentists, New York City, and Google organic search results are the results right underneath the places results in the first page of Google. This part is a little bit tricky because you need a website to actually rank better for Google business profile, so for the maps part. But optimizing for Google search results is actually quite difficult. Depending on the area, there might be a lot of competition. However, it's your opportunity to rank for a lot more keywords because with Google business profile, with the map results, you're fairly limited. Once you create your Google business profile and you've got that website with all the content, the next thing you can do, at least try, is Google Ads. Google Ads, once again, show up on Google search results. And as you can see, Google ad results, they're right above everything else. So they're above places, they're above Google organic results. And the problem why I put it here, I put it optional, is because Google Ads is actually freaking expensive. We don't generally recommend them at the start. This is something we can do eventually. However, if you wish to do this, this is a good moment to give it a try and see how you're able to operate. Because in essence, you want to be really good at really answering these people when they reach out and can get people to the clinic as quickly as possible. Back in the day, actually not long ago, it used to be the case where people just find you, they get on your website, they click call or chat, and then they get to your clinic. Well, this is not the case anymore. And at this stage, instead of like reaching out to you directly, people really like to kind of sneak around and check what's going on. So they check out your recent reviews, but they also check out your content. And this is super important because this is how people understand, okay, what else is going on? So that's why the third way of getting more clients, even though not necessarily super directly, but it's also important having Instagram and Facebook page. This is separate videos where you yourself or somebody from your clinic actually create some content and talk about things that matter to your potential patients, your potential clients. And you might be like, man, this makes no sense. But in reality, if you think about it, okay, you're searching for this dentist in New York City, you find somebody, you read their reviews, you kind of like it. But what else is going on? And Google business profile or your website, they actually have a link going to your Instagram account and they see if your content is fresh. They check out what's going on there. They just look at you, like all these things. They help them to make this final decision to actually reach out to you. And this, having or not having your recent videos on your Instagram profile can make or break the whole thing for your client going forward. And it's even more important if you're going to go and get clients using this fourth way, which is meta ads. A lot of clinics, they come to us and like, guys, we want clients, we want patients yesterday. And we just launched the ads. And we're like, yeah, of course we can do this. But the problem is that the conversion rates are not going to be nearly as good as for somebody who's been out there for a while posting content. Because the way this works, it's like we're not really ready to buy things from people when we see them the first time. If you haven't shown up in their feed before, they're less likely, just psychologically, they're less likely to go ahead and make that step forward. We really encourage people, we really encourage our customers and help them, obviously, to create videos because CPMs also go down. It's so much easier to sell going forward, so on and so forth. With meta ads, what works really well is that you can fill up your clinic right away if you have a solid offer. I'm not going to get into the ways of creating a solid offer here, but essentially you want to be very unique to everybody else. So you don't want to be selling like Botox injection or teeth cleaning procedure, whatever it is. You want to be selling a specific method of doing it. And usually it have a couple of things bundled together. So you've got your specific way of doing this. And this is something that you're selling. This is something that will make you different from the rest of the competition. Last but not least is what we call remarketing or email marketing. And we have so many people like, yeah, emails don't work anymore. And then we launch email campaigns for them. And the amount of people that go back to the clinic as a result of a simple email is staggering every single time for our patients, for our clients. They're like, no way, it's working. Remarketing is a bit different. So this is for anybody who checked us out, like say they visited the website or they came to us before. If they got their information on file, we can show them our ads again. And this traffic is a lot cheaper because they've been our clients before. And really, this is all about pushing this LTV, long-term value, to the next level, because getting paid from somebody who's paid you before is a lot cheaper than trying to get new patients every single time. So if you want to attract the competition in Google Maps, let me know. I'll send you the checklist. Make sure to ask questions. Let me know where you're based. And let's just have this conversation going. I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe to the channel.